The way we spinning, I can't tell what's up from down. This misconnection with this mixed depression got me second guessing which direction I should point this weapon when I'm busting clowns. I'm universal with the sound, just trying to shut me down. It's levels that I haven't taken it to. This pursuit
another week, another RPD pepper spray incident, and Lilac Festival might happen. I don't know. Welcome to the Innerloop podcast. My name will be Shane Allen. Joined as always by Michael Cologne we are from the Innerloop Blog, and we are joined today by Andy Kuhn live from his car. He will soon be he'll get a tap on the glass from the RPD soon. It'll be exciting to watch that live. At the beginning of the show, you heard Kurt Sunn. If you'd like to check out his stuff, it's Kurt Sunn with a K. It's my boy Kurt Sunn. He's on all streaming platforms. Go check out his music. If you want your music featured here on the Innerloop podcast, hit us up, theinnerloopblog@gmail.com, and we will point you in the right direction. You can hear the entirety of the song at the end of the podcast. And before we get into the goodness, I just wanted to give a shout out to our newest Patreon subscriber, Eric. You're a hero. Patreon.com/Innerloop. You get early access to the podcast. You support the blog. You keep us commercial free. Yada, yada, yada. Let's get into it. The RPD once again doing some pepper spray action with a kid involved. Oh my Atlanta. I don't know if you guys have seen the videos yet. They did release lots of footage. You know, this is where the credit for the RPD will end probably with this podcast. They did release body cam footage of the officer that pepper sprayed, his assisting officer. There was other officers involved. They released that footage as well. They released interview footage with the mom that's involved. So I guess I should be a good host and just set up the story. So this actually happened back February 22nd. This happened Clifford and on the intersection of Clifford and Portland. And it actually it started in a Rite Aid. Apparently there's this woman, she had her child with her, and there was something going on. This is where I couldn't really figure it out, because when the officer gets on the scene, it's like somebody is accusing her of stealing, but then later in the video it sounds like the people at the CVS were just saying that she was causing a ruckus. She knocked stuff off a shelf and refused to leave. So this woman, a black woman, she has her child with her. There's an altercation going on that ends with some pepper spray action. Like I said, they released like an hour and a half of video. I did my best to just kind of pull some pieces of it. If you want to watch it in its entirety, you probably should, to get all the context of it. This also doesn't have any sound to it, but this is like the best angle of the pepper spraying incident. So it ends up spilling out to Mojo's. I forget what it's a restaurant, Mojo's, right? So the woman runs away from the cop at one point. He corners her here at Mojo's, and as you'll see, they're like restraining her. She's still got her kid in her hands, so you can see the kid's legs are flapping. She's got her bag, which she showed the cop earlier and was like, I didn't have anything. Cop takes her down. Kids comes over. Oh my God. Assisting officer comes over, tries to then keep the kid away from the incident while the other officer is trying to handle this woman. She ends up getting away from the cop. I don't understand why the cop with the kid isn't going farther away. Why is the kid so close to this? So she gets back up, gets to the kid. So this is where shit gets terrible. They start playing tug of war with the kid, and the mom's got the one arm of the kid. The assisting officer has the other arm of the kid. He then karate chops her to get the kid away. Now he's taking the kid. The officer is still struggling to take down the mom. And I can't even tell when the pepper spray comes out. It has to be around at this point where she's still struggling, trying to get up and get away. At some point, I'm trying to narrate this just for the podcast listeners. I'm not trying to be a WWE announcer or anything like that. So the cop, the assisting officer has the kid off to the side. He's talking him through it, like you got to get her down and all this stuff. So I think that's when the pepper spray happens. Eventually, some bystander comes over and takes the kid's hand so the assisting officer can come over and then help him detain this woman. See, here's just a guy comes out of nowhere. It's like, give me the kid. And he's like, yep, okay, yep. That's insane. Yeah, they get the woman back up. They have handcuffs on her. All right. So there's the situation. There's the video. You can check it out. If you're just listening to the podcast, we'll have it up on our Facebook page, and you can get it on our Patreon and everything like that. So here's a couple of things right off the jump. So when the story came out, right, obviously the news took the angle of like another pepper spray incident with kids involved. But I think the bigger thing is that there was a tug of war with a child. That would be the bigger thing, I would say. They're like splitting this kid in half like it's the Bible. And then I know this is just a side note, but I just think it's really unfair to Mojo's that every single article I saw had a picture of Mojo Supreme on it. Like, that's not fair. It's not like it's not Mojo's fault that this spilled out into their parking lot. Like, leave Mojo's alone. Jeez. That's the real,
It's going to be hard to sell themselves as a child-friendly restaurant after that, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A little rough, right? So I got a couple of other clips. These do have audio. This is one. So there's a couple of. Obviously, this is supposed to be a comedy podcast, but as we're learning quickly with this podcast, tough to do with Rochester news. There's like not a lot of good news in Rochester that you could like do some playful banter with. We've been a podcast for what, 5 weeks? This is the second time we've talked about the RPD with a pepper spray incident with kids. Like, this is becoming a bit. Like, this is a normal piece of our show now. We're like becoming hacks. It's insane. So there is. I wanted to show you guys this piece there with one of the bystanders there. The cop has an interaction with one of them that's just like. This doesn't help the situation at all. So this is after the pepper spray incident. You guys can hear it, right?
That chick can put up a fight.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Holy smokes.
Okay, so right off the jump here, that lady can put up a fight. Holy smokes. Bro, relax, okay? Like, relax. It's a lady. How about you relax? Like, I don't know, man. That's just like... Are you a football player afterwards? Like, oh man, we really left it out on the field today, really left it out in that parking lot. Oh boy. Then it gets into this is the guy, I believe, that was detaining the woman and struggling to do so, that did do the pepper spray.
Dude, shut the hell up and get out of here. You're not helping anything. Okay. How many things stole from you? Okay. Someone steals from you and you call the police? She fought. Here's what it is. Relax. I know you got a job to do. Thank you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I know you got a job to do. Hey, did I punch her once? No, I didn't punch her once. I pepper sprayed her and had her on the ground. We were nice. Don't lie. Okay, cool.
Hey man,
wait,
it's cool.
Punch her once.
It's cool. He didn't punch her, so it's like cool. It is what it is. He didn't punch her. Duh. Like that's.
I used an open hand.
That's police.
The hand was open.
Like, yeah, as they say, right? Closed fist is disrespectful, but a pepper spray, that's respect, my friends. Yeah.
I didn't.
Keeps on going.
Tackle me right now.
Now he's threatening a bystander. Tackle me right now, bro. What are you gonna do about it? Huh? Come at me. Oh, you think it's so easy to take down somebody? Come and do it then. Come on. That's great. That's helpful, I think.
Okay, everyone like to criticize me.
And this is where the video takes his turn into like becoming this police officer's vlog. Like he takes off his body camera.
You're really helpful here. wants to fight with us.
Yep. Everybody just fight with us. You know, like that's the problem, is that everybody wants to fight with the RPD and not their not the tactics that they use. He didn't punch her, right? Like, that's, what a fucking hero. Then one more little piece to this here story. This lovely, lighthearted, heartwarming tale of here in Rochester. This is another piece that's like, Jesus Christ, guys. Like, I know you're not trained like this. There's not you can't do much training to prepare yourself for this type of thing. I can't imagine that. But like, this is this is the officer on the scene. Like, he's got the kid with him, and now he's going to be asking an officer to like block out the situation. I'll just play it. Okay. Yeah, not great.
Hess, you want to do me a favor? Can you block, like, can you put your car up here? Because it doesn't look good that I have to restrain a 3-year-old. Here, it's okay. It's okay. Can I get a hug? Here. Okay.
All right.
Can I get a hug?
Can I get a hug?
Oh,
God.
Just a real quick
God,
hug.
dude.
Listen, just give the cop a hug. What, did he just pepper spray your mom? Like, just give him a hug. Dude, just wild, man. Like,
I hope these guys aren't fathers. Oh,
dude,
my God.
yeah, that goes on for a while. Like, this kid is not having it. I mean, you expect a 3-year-old to kind of know, just be chill, like chillax. Like, normally 3-year-olds are totally cool with their parent or guardian getting tackled by a bunch of dudes and stuff like that, and they chill out. But this 3-year-old wasn't having it. Lots of screaming, lots of crying. So yeah, the officer did come over and they did block off the situation, which that feels like a good idea, is to not only, be restraining a child, but then also make sure that they feel like they're enclosed between 3 cop cars. I think that's in the manual somewhere. I don't know. So this situation is insane. I think that they're on leave, which means paid leave, which means, I think
they'll be back in a couple months.
We all know the script with this whole thing now. There's going to be, a big hubbub about it to begin with. And, there's going to be hearings. Maybe it will go to maybe a grand jury will even be drawn up. But then eventually they'll just say, they followed the book, and then there'll be nothing that happens with these police officers. And like, here's the thing. I watched the whole video. I don't know. I don't fucking know what to do in this situation. Like I said, I don't know what training you can do that will prepare you to be like, all right, you're going to roll up on a scene. You got a woman who is just carrying around her kid. It might be involved with some weird shit. We don't know, because that's the other thing. I don't know what happened in the CVS before that they felt the need to call the cops. If you're working at a CVS in the city, you've seen some pretty weird shit, right? Like, this got weird enough where they're like, we got to call the cops. When I lived in the city and I would go to those stores and stuff like that, there was some nefarious characters, and I've never seen anybody call the police on them. So there was something going on. I don't know the extent of it. And I'm not trying to blame this woman for anything that happened to her, but I want to, give somebody the benefit of the doubt that maybe there's something, but there is a kid involved. I just don't know how much more training you can do to prepare yourself for, like, you got to restrain a kid and you got to take down a lady. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know if it's just like, who this woman is, so just let her go. Like, at the very most, right? It's petty larceny. Like, she stole something from a CVS. What is the most expensive thing at a CVS? The perfume? Like, okay, we'll get you later, and we'll get that $30 from you. We'll make sure you get hooked up with a big ass receipt. All right. What do you do? Like, it's definitely because the lady ran from him that he chased her down. I know that I've just been yelling now for forever, so I'll let you guys say whatever you want to say about the situation. I don't know if you guys have seen the full video or if this is the first you're seeing of it, but I don't know what you guys want to get in on this, but like, I don't know. I don't really have a question for you other than just to say like, what do you think?
I watched part of the video, a different part of the video from the body cam before the podcast, and this lady, I was impressed. First of all, she picked up the kid and was running with her kid and like burning this cop. Like he wasn't even close to her for a while. And like as a father, I just don't know how she could carry a toddler that well. Like I try to walk up the stairs with my kid and I'm out of breath. But like, I think there should be some.
I was gonna say like it kind of gives you an idea of how strong this woman is that they're dealing with, that they can't restrain her. Like I didn't even realize that she had the kid. It was like just an accessory. Like she was just like booking it. But
yeah, I was thinking these cops need better physical training though. I mean, you're gonna let a woman like outmuscle you like that? Like,
I know this sounds like really sexist now, but
no, I know, but like if you see her, she's not like a lady, really muscular one.
You take it down about a lady. But it's one of those things too where she's got her kid involved, so it's like one of those stories where how you hear about like for some reason a kid's always trapped underneath a car and the mom's like testosterone kicks in and they're able to lift the car. So like maybe this is what's it definitely from the video she's definitely like it looks like she's like traumatized from the whole thing. Like they're trying to interview her when they eventually get her in the back of the cop car. She's like looking around for the kid and stuff like that. It's a very traumatic experience. She just got pepper sprayed and everything like that. Maybe she's also trying to just regain her vision because they did pepper spray her. That was the other piece is like people are freaking out about the pepper spray because the kid was there, but like the kid did not, I just have to stress this. The kid did not get pepper sprayed in this instance. Like just a reminder, less than a month ago, the RPD did pepper spray a 9-year-old that was handcuffed in the back of a car. This is a different thing. People are upset because this kid involved was just there and might have gotten residual pepper spray, because I don't know if you guys have ever been around pepper spray. Yeah. That shit's everywhere. That shit's nuts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been pepper sprayed. It's awful.
It's like a crop duster, right? It's like an elephant pissing. I don't know if you've ever seen a video of an elephant peeing.
Could have caught some of it, yeah.
It's everywhere. So I mean, the kid caught some.
There's no way if they're that close.
Even like in the end of the video, they're like they take the woman to an eye wash station, and the cop there is like that I was restraining the kid was even like, yeah, oh yeah, it got it in my eyes. Like when that, so definitely the kid caught some. So not great, not a good look for the RPD for sure. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't fucking know what to do with these people. I just maybe I like the whole thing, right? People are on one side is like this lady shouldn't run, right? The people that are like on the cop side is like, don't run, just comply. And the other side is people are like, the cops shouldn't be involved at all. It should be, a different mental health crew or something like that. I don't know. We need to do fucking something though. Like God damn, Rochester looks terrible. This is becoming twice a month now. Come on. Something. I know that like the police accountability board is all over this, but I know that they're also like stripped of their powers to do anything with these officers. I don't know, man. It's a rough situation, and we'll see what happens, I guess, right? I don't know, dude. I like just the cops trying to interact with this kid is all you need to know that cops shouldn't be involved with stuff with kids. It's a lot. Like I'm not a parent, and I all I know is from like working with kids in summer camp. But if a kid was like wailing. What's not going to help? Asking for a hug. Not going to work. Not going to work. Andy, you have kids, right?
Yeah, that was so bad.
Yeah, that wouldn't fly. If my kid saw me getting pepper sprayed, he would probably freak out. Any of them would. I mean, I feel like in other countries, they have like way better training for cops than in the US. Like American cops in general don't get nearly as much training as they do in other countries. And they're just like out here with all this power and hardly any training. And let's face it, a lot of them are pretty dumb guys and they're doing this shit and they just go unchecked doing all this stuff to particularly black people in the city. And it's just crazy.
I can't believe that this dude like took a break from the situation to go and try to pick a fight with a bystander. Like that blew my mind. I was just like, what are you fucking doing, you crazy person? Like, I don't know, like, and he takes off the body cam at one point. So it's like, on one part, I'm glad these body cams exist because we got to see this whole situation. But at the other thing is like, do these dudes now think they're on an episode of Cops? Like he's taking it off and like doing him like giving himself
Right.
a light interview. It's like, well, Dale, yeah, these bitches be crazy. Am I right, dude? Wow, insane. I don't know if you guys have anything else you wanted to touch on with this situation. If you guys have any solutions, maybe you guys are more written up and well-read since the last time we talked about the police. Maybe you have thought of something. I don't know. It's wild, man. I just don't know.
It just feels like we're running in circles. I mean, I saw most of it, and watching it now, it's just like, the shrug, like what are we supposed to do? Like it just keeps happening. They don't know how to handle situations. They keep tackling, like the way he like flipped her over. It just seems so fucking unnecessary. Like the whole thing seems so ridiculous. But like you said, like we're just gonna yell at them. They're gonna slap on the wrist, be gone from the public, maybe something, and then life goes on. And it's just, I don't know. It's kind of just feels like a hopeless situation. The only thing I'm worried about these situations keep happening is I know when Halloween comes around, you're going to see the RPD and child combo costume coming out around East Ave. I feel like that's the only thing I'm concerned about is that costume.
You think there's going to be a couple's costume that's a cop and a kid?
I think there could. I mean, have you seen the costumes that have happened over the years? I absolutely think. Like, what did Kimberly and Beck get in trouble for when they did their shitty costume? I mean, besides what they always get in trouble for, they did like some horribly off-color costume or they would do it, is what I'm saying. They might do it.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't know if somebody would dress as a kid, maybe like RPD and pepper spray. Like that'd be kind of cute, the kid stuff. Yeah, that's rough. All right. On to the next lovely story. This one has nothing to do with children. Actually, it literally doesn't now because the Lilac Festival, I don't think you're allowed to just be a unaccompanied minor at them. But big statement coming out about the Lilac Festival. If you were holding out hope that you could go get a selfie in front of a flower and maybe eat some bloomin' onions, it could happen. They just released, the people in charge, the Spring It Group, have released a statement about the Lilac Festival saying that they have heard the rumors about the status of this year's Lilac Festival, which, first off, have you guys heard the rumors? I didn't know that there was rumors swirling about it. I think that's a little presumptuous to think that there's rumors swirling. Maybe it's just everybody had a thought that it was going to get canceled since literally everything is getting canceled. I don't know if it's a rumor. Anyways, they want to make it clear that the 2021 Rochester Lilac Festival is not canceled. The festival is currently being reimagined to accommodate state and county health and safety regulations. They've put in a formal proposal. They're looking for feedback, proposed plan, yada, yada, yada. And so basically the Lilac Festival could be a thing. I don't know if you guys are excited about it, but I was wondering, like they're saying they're reimagining the Lilac Festival, which means that they're trying to make it more COVID-friendly. So I don't know. Do you guys have any solutions? What does a Lilac Festival that's COVID safe seem like to you? Because I mean, as of right now, up until this year, Lilac Festival not very COVID-friendly. Other than it being outdoors, it's packed. Lines are long. People are rubbing up against each other, trying to get a garbage plate from the Nick Tahoe's truck and whatnot. So I don't know. What do you guys think a Lilac Festival that's COVID friendly looks like? Don't all
I
jump
hope
in
Rusted
at once.
Rusted Root stands a
I
little
just felt
farther
like Ross
apart.
gonna jump in.
Christ almighty. I guess I'll start. All right. I was thinking to make it more COVID safe, what they should do is up front, those wax hand stations that you can go get yourself a wax hand. Let's just get everybody wax hand. Like instead of, dealing with like, as you walk in, here's a mask, you get a wax, you both wax handed. That way you don't have to worry about the touching. They're very cleanly. They are, sanitized wax hands like that. That wax hot enough, right? It's killing all the COVID virus and stuff like that. So you got everybody rocking wax hands as they're walking around. I'd say we just have to put into effect a rule. It's like treat everybody like their festival guy. Festival guy, he's wonderful. His dancing is enchanting, but we all know that we give that guy much more than 6 feet of distance. You let him. You got to let his freak flag fly, and you don't want to get involved in that. So just treat everybody like their festival guy. I think you have to cancel kettle corn as well. Like I said, those lines are insane. You're just standing there forever. And then just the kettle corn itself is not really built for COVID. You have to carry around this entire body bag all day. Everybody's getting their greasy ass hands in there. Sorry, but I think you got to cancel it. Nobody.
I was just saying, I think Rusted Root needs to make sure they stand a little farther apart.
Oh boy, yeah, no, definitely. I mean, we got Rusted Root. There's a lot of people in that band, right? There's way too many. When you hear their music, you're like, oh, that's like 3 dudes, but it's really like a lot more than that.
It's the most underwhelming music experience.
I think we can virtually get those people in, Michael, what do you think, man? What do you think? COVID-friendly Lilac Festival.
Well, I mean, I'm on the same page as you. I definitely don't think it should happen, nor did I go to any of them. But if you were to make it COVID-friendly, I guess I would have a food stand and then have 3 Verizon booths between every food stand. That way you can guarantee no one's going to be next to each other, because I don't know who goes to the Lilac Festival to get a new cell phone plan. I never understand why those guys are there. But every year.
I mean, you worked
I've only been there
worked for Verizon at one point, didn't you?
Yeah.
You didn't see like a big jump in sales around the Lilac Festival
complained
time?
about it. Not during the Lilac.
Were you
Festival,
at the Lilac
Everyone's
Festival?
there for. Yeah, I was there. It was horrible. Everyone just went, "Oh, what are you guys doing?" And we're like, "Oh, we have this package." We're like, "Cool." And then they just kept walking.
Is that like the Siberia of Verizon stores? Is that like the Siberia where they send people who fuck up really bad? They send them to the Lilac Festival for Verizon.
I think so. That's why I got sent. I didn't last much longer after that. I think we had to hit a number of sales. I know at the Syracuse, was it the New York State Fair? Those guys crush it at the New York State Fair, but you have to imagine that's a gigantic fucking compared to the Lilac Festival.
My experience with those festivals, like when I was working for the radio station and everything like that, you gotta have a giveaway. I just don't know if the Verizon was doing enough giveaways, Michael. Like when we would roll up as Warm 101.3, we got our big ass stupid prize wheel, and it doesn't even matter what you put on that prize wheel. People love to spin that shit. It could be like, hey, if you hit this spot, we're gonna pepper spray your kid, and people will be like, fuck yeah, let's do it, spin the wheel. People just love free shit, and they are so entitled to it too. People just walk around like there's like prize pigs, what we call them, and they go to these festivals, they show up with their own bag, and they just go around in circles just collecting free shit from all these booths, and they're like upset that if you don't have enough shit. It's like, no, sorry, we ran out of t-shirts like at the beginning of this event. Sorry, we don't have any. It's like, bah, bah. Relax. So Lilac Festival could be happening. It's all very exciting. The RPD will be in full force there, I'm sure, and we'll all be able to celebrate together once again. So as a palate cleanser, what we like to do at the end of these here podcasts is we like to ask each other What is the most Rochester thing you've done this week? We'll kick it over to our special guest, Andy Kuhn. What is the most Rochester thing you've done this week?
I got boss sauce on my Amerks jersey at Dogtown.
Wow. That is an avalanche of Rochester. So you were eating inside of Dogtown?
I made it up, dude. I haven't done much Rochester shit. I went to fucking Wegmans, I guess.
Jesus Christ. Commit to the lie.
Yes. Damn.
This whole podcast is made up.
Michael, what did you make up?
What did I make up? I
got a garbage plate blowjob by the accordion guy inside the War Memorial.
I got a garbage plate out of a 490 pothole while I was looking for my Red Wings tickets.
I had sex with Conehead in the abandoned subway while I was eating a White Hot.
Andy.
I was like genuinely excited. I was like, "Oh shit, Dogtown! You're allowed to eat inside again? Wow, we got this COVID thing figured out." No,
well, that's why I couldn't commit to the lie because it was the logistics of it would not work out.
I'm pretty sure you can. The last time I was at Dogtown, I'm pretty sure I saw people sitting like in the little booths inside. So like you could have just committed to it.
I didn't see anyone eating in there.
You think people are going to fact check you? Do you think people are going to listen? But whoa, buddy, you think
dude, have you seen the fucking fact checking douchebags below the meme that comment below the memes on the fucking social media?
I just don't look at the comments. What do they fact check?
I made one about Gitsy's once. They're like, actually, it's Gitsy's.
Really? I don't even know that.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know. I just assume they're constantly trying to cancel us for whatever, whether it's fat shaming or something Shane made. Usually is where we try to, fat shame.
You take some chances every once in a while. You eat them. You eat a nice meal in Dogtown. That's what we like to call it. Michael, I don't know if you did anything very much Rochester this week. Did you?
No, I did. I went to Rite Aid to pick up beer, and I left my wallet in my car. So I wanted the last pack of. They only had like one more 12-pack of Jenny Bach, so I hid it behind some Snapple and shit, so I could go out to my car to make sure someone didn't grab it. I felt like that was pretty Rochester. Even though I could have easily just drove to Wegmans and gotten it anywhere, but I didn't feel like driving any further.
This was at a Walgreens?
Rite Aid, like up on Monroe.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, you got to be safe, man. You got to be safe in those drugstores nowadays. Those employees, man, they catch you moving some shit around. They're going to call the cops on you. So, yeah. No, that's pretty Rochester. Hiding the Jenny Bach. Yeah, I've definitely hid some shit at Wegmans before. Definitely. For me, it was I looked at that Zillow listing for the Nick Tahoe's building. They're up for sale, and I was expecting that maybe there was an off chance that I could afford it. I was like, maybe if I get some financing, I could potentially be the owner of this thing. Hell no. Do you guys know what they're asking for that building?
Close to $1 million.
No.
Yeah, $975,000. That is crazy town. Can you imagine buying a building that's haunted by diarrhea demons like that for that amount of money? Like, I don't know. Jesus Christ, man. And also, it's like, isn't it depressing that we can't even support?
There's no way they're selling it for that much.
I know, yeah, definitely not. That's ballsy. But God, we can't even support garbage plates in Rochester. Like, God damn it. We can't have a baseball team that we call the plates every once in a while if Nick Tahoe's is selling. That's not good, guys. This is not good. Jesus. All right, well, this has been a really fun, depressing podcast. And, just once again, patreon.com/Innerloop. I know that we did our best to convince you to give us $5 a month with this one. And I just want to say thank you to Andy for joining us from his car. Michael, thanks again for joining us from your white void. From my dark blue cave, been Shane Allen. It's been the Innerloop Podcast. We leave you with a song from Kurt Sunn, and we'll see you guys next week. Stay safe. See you, boys.
See you, everyone.
Later.
The way we spinning, I can't tell what's up from down. This misconnection with this mixed depression got me second guessing which direction I should point this weapon when I'm busting clowns. I'm universal with the sound, just try to shut me down. It's levels that I haven't taken it to. This pursuit of passion canvas like a face when it's bruised. I carry truth by my side, I got nothing to lose. Clowns talking all this shit like it's something to prove. But wait, the glasses on my face reflect the faces that I seen. It's good people and it's bad, but nothing in between. Articulation is the greatest gift to humankind. Dream chasing, heavy speed racing, Mach 5. Something's different about this place I'm living. It's gray all the time, stuck inside the mental prison. This bad religion, I shake the box until they skip it. I reap it so my dedication, raised on you for the nation. I gotta be the desperado, desperation got me coming up. Hidden truth is like a slow leak and I'ma pull the plug. I'm running down the street with Nikes on my feet. I got these visions that repeat, it's demons eating in my sleep. So what I'm doing next, counting days until I get another check. Stress connected with the debt like hands clenched around my neck. As we grinding, I'm falling upon these deaf ears. Headlights coming, let the wheel slip or just steer. It's kinda scary that this microphone carry the weight. Waiting on the sun to take me away. It's no debating. I'm shaking off these fake materialistic rappers, rapping like you monsters. You just beefed up like a monster. My stroke is on par. Break it down with no on-star. I'ma go far, even when I'm so far gone. We do the dance, it's amazing graces. It's your red or blue, everybody stand to divide the nation.